Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'd like to wish you guys a happy Easter. It's Easter Sunday, and I hope you eat enough Easter eggs to make your heart content. But I want to talk about a story we've been covering on here, and it's the London Thomas missing persons case. You know, this young lady's 17 years old, and she's been missing for 2 weeks. And I just did a report a couple days ago about how the FBI supposedly raided the house of her boyfriend, who they've never shown what this guy looked like, but they said he's 23 years old. 23 years old. Now, he's just been named as a person of interest, right? I was supposed to get this story yesterday. I apologize. He's been named as a person of interest because of something about some type of suspicious text on a electronic device, I guess, that was in his possession. Take a look at the story. We're going to come back and talk because I want to just talk about something real quick.
I'm Darren Cunningham in Inkster, where the search for a missing teen, London Thomas, continues. Friday, 7 News Detroit stopped by a home in Inkster raided by police and the FBI, a property investigators zeroed in on as they searched for a missing teen, 17-year-old London Thomas. The raid happened Thursday. According to authorities, London's 23-year-old boyfriend, who is now considered a person of interest, lives at the home on Carlisle Street with other family members.
Hello, Darren Cunningham with Channel 7. I'm sorry, we're not talking. You're not talking?
A woman said her family isn't talking and closed the door before I could get in another word.
He's weird.
In what way?
He's just strange.
Jasmine Allen, who streamed the raid on social media in hopes of spreading the word, says she's lived across the street for 8 years and learned of London's disappearance about a week ago.
When the FBI knocked on my door,
looking for any surveillance footage. Inkster's police chief Tamika Jenkins says during the raid, investigators searched for DNA evidence after receiving, quote, concerning information they found during phone extractions. She said London was last seen in Inkster on April 5th. Her phone pinged in Westland near Cooper Upper Elementary, but the phone last pinged in Detroit, and DPD is the lead agency.
Everybody want to know where's London. I want to know where's London. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mother.
While on Carlisle Street, Julia Rapley, a family friend of London, drove by the home and stopped to speak with us.
It's a hurting thing to see a kid come up missing and she haven't lived her life. She's 17 years old, and I don't know. I'm just combobulated about it.
To keep her mind busy and try to get answers the family is desperately seeking, Rapley says she's been out searching.
I ride around the city of Inkster, go by the woods where the trees and stuff at, calling her name. Maybe she tied up or something. I don't want to think the worst, because God make miracles, you know. So it just hurt right now. It hurt for her and the rest of the kids that's missing.
I've been in touch with London's family. Her father tells me they are, of course, waiting for updates from police. If you have any information about London Thomas's whereabouts, call Inkster Police or the FBI. In Inkster, Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.
Guys, you've seen it. Now, this story is from Inkster, Michigan. I forgot to say that in the beginning, where London Thomas is from. So shout out Inkster. But I mean, I got to address the elephant in the room. When I first heard this, I was like, wow. In my video, I said the other day, the way this MO looked, the way it was, I said, I'm dying to see the age of this guy. I think he's older than her without having any knowledge. And boom, 23 years old. She's 17 years old, guys. 17 years old. Now, I don't know what the age of consent is out there in Michigan. But that right there, I don't know anybody that would allow their kid to deal with a 23-year-old man. Now, the father says, you know, and I'm taking nothing away from these people, but they seem like good folk. But sometimes the father said him and her was good friends. I wonder if he knew that. Because a lot of times you can have a girlfriend or a boyfriend and your parents never see him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, When I was 23 years old, let me just say it like this. When I was 23 years old, right? I didn't even look at nobody with a teen at the end of their age. I didn't. It's like nowadays, man, grown men act like they don't know they grown damn men. At what limit do you stop dwelling in the past as far as dealing with people when you're too busy out there trying to get your life straight in the direction of what road you gonna walk? Mentally, at 23 years old, I had nothing in common with a 17-year-old. I didn't. And I'm not throwing jabs at these people or anything, but age should matter when people are younger and their minds are still developing, and so is their plans and what they want to be in life. You know what I'm saying? At 23 years old, you've been an adult for what, 5 years? You've been out and had freedom for 5 years. You had that while she was what, 12 years old. Now, I don't know how long these two folks have been messing around, but it seems like it's always a recipe for disaster, especially nowadays when men don't act accordingly as such. I would not allow that shit. Now, trust me, you cannot keep kids away. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, these kids nowadays doing what they want to do. They sneak off there. And that's something that's been happening since forever. But I mean, damn, for a 23-year-old man, I would not even looked at her twice like that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the big thing with this. And like you're seeing this all over now. You know, people are preying on people. And it don't matter what age they are. If the mindset stick, then it is what it is. I'm going to tell you something. When you graduate high school or you're out in the street without any restrictions and you get the full benefit that any other adult has, that doesn't benefit somebody that's in a house that's structured, meaning they got to be in the house a certain time, still got to follow house rules where you have no rules to follow. Then he's in there living with his mom at 23 years old. The neighbor said he was weird. Well, rightly so. You would think so. If you're a person of interest in a missing case of a teenage girl you shouldn't have been dating in the first fucking place. You know, girls, when they're young, they fall in love and they think it's the end all be all. And evidently boys do too. When things go south, they wind up killing the girl. But for them two to be together, he 23 and she's 17, something wrong with the picture and something is going on with the mindset of him. Think about that. 23 fucking years old and you want to hang with a teenager? I'm just saying. I think this whole thing could have been avoided had this motherfucker concentrated on being a man instead of running around with a kid. That's all I got to say about it. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. When you are a young man, you have a lot to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, everybody like ass, everybody like getting girls and stuff, but there's a certain level that you don't look past. This girl's still in school, still doing, come on. You know where I'm going with this. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.